So what does your kitchen dancing look like?
Obviously, you mix the slaw, get the slaw mixed, put the pan. Obviously, when I got a bit of cheese, let's keep it simple, Tim, you know what I mean?
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Nando's Bring the Heat Home. I'm Tim, head of food at Nando's, and today joining me in the kitchen is Jesse Lingard, the one and only. Jesse, how are you doing?
Tim, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Great to have you with us today.
Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait to get going.
So am I. So I've been having a chat to your teammates, and word on the pitch is that you're a bit of a legend in the kitchen.
You know what? Well, let's keep it kind of low key, but yeah, I would say I am, yeah.
So, do you want to tell me what you've chosen to cook today?
Yeah, I've chosen the legendary chicken pitta.
Nice.
So,
what I thought we'd do with your pitta, rather than doing something which is on the menu, and I know you like it, halloumi, chicken, Perinase, more Perinase, bit more Perinase, but we're going to just give it a lift today, and we've created a pitta which is just for you. Doesn't exist on the menu, but I think it will be great for the guys to make at home, and you never know. You know, this could be leading on to big places.
Okay, I like that. Okay.
So I'll run through what we're going to do for the guys at home. Jesse and I have got some chicken fillets which we've marinated in lemon and herb marinade. If you're watching this and joining along at the same time, you want to get those in the marinade now. Hopefully they've already been marinated. We did ours yesterday. Then we're going to make a slaw, which is going to go in the pitta. We've just got some red and white cabbage, some spring onions, a few radishes, a bit of lemon juice, and we're going to dress that with a bit of Perinase and some yogurt. And then into the pitta, we're also putting some sun-dried tomatoes or semi-dried tomatoes with halloumi. If you've got avocado at home, you want to put avocado in, great. If not, no worries. And into the slaw as well, we're putting some herbs, so parsley, coriander, whatever you've got at hand. We're gonna use a bit of parsley today. That's Jesse's favorite. So yeah, we're good to go. So Jesse, how's your lockdown been?
It's not been too bad. I've been trying to keep busy. You know, I've been doing a lot of gym, trying to get football in when I can. You know, I miss that the most. But the most important thing is just trying to keep fit. You know, hoping that the season, you know, starts again. So I'm just trying to be in the best possible shape.
Good. Well, listen, let's cook and chat at the same time. So you've got your chicken ready, but we'll leave that for a bit. The first thing we want to get onto is the slaw, because it's good if it just sits for 15-20 minutes. It just allows the flavors to develop. So if you can just get your cabbages first, and you need a bowl just to mix everything in. All right. So we're just making a small slaw because it's going to go in a pitta. I mean, this is something that if you want to recreate it, you can go large. And for me, what's great about slaw is basically anything can go. You know, any type of cabbage, carrots, fennel, celery, whatever you've got lying around. So you just change it up all the time. But what I like to do with your white one, if you just stand it up on its edge, and you're just going to cut the core out. So you just take the core. And once the core is gone, just put the core aside. And then if you just break your cabbage, Jesse, so you can pretty much lay it flat. Use the palm of your hand and just push it flat. It will just help when you're chopping it.
Yeah. And
then you're going to slice it probably about just under 1/2 centimeter thick. You don't want it too thick and chunky because it will just it won't be that pleasant to eat. But it also doesn't have to be razor thin. So just nice and thin. I can see you've also donned one of the fine Nando's Nandoka t-shirts today. You're a bit like H. You're looking for an alternative career.
Yeah, I might go into the cooking business when I'm a bit older. You never know. But Nandos have niced me with the outfit which you asked for.
So I know when you originally put in your request for today, you'd had Peri chips on there, and then we made the chips with H last week.
Yeah.
He got a bit possessive, to be honest. We mentioned to him that we were going to do chips with you today, and he was like, "No, I'm the chip boy." And I think he's already got a job sort of lined up at Altrincham when it reopens. So, but I'm watching the way you move in the kitchen. I think I see you more on the grill anyway. We can leave H to the chips.
I'm a grill guy, really.
You're a grill guy, good. Okay, so get the cabbages into the bowl. And then we're going to do this exactly the same with the red cabbage. So you just stand it up, take the core out, that goes in the bin, and then just split it in half. So you do half at a time. Lay it flat, and on angle, nice and thin. So we've been watching your videos online, your workout videos.
Yeah.
When you're not working out, what else is going on? I hear there's a bit of FIFA bouncing around.
Bit of FIFA, a bit of Call of Duty. We get the lads on a PlayStation. We have the little group chats.
Is there a bit of competition within the United guys on FIFA?
A little bit here and there, yeah. There's quite a few competitors.
So can you share who's leading the leaderboard?
You know what, I'd say the best is probably Mason Greenwood at FIFA.
Really?
Quite regular, if I'm being honest. I say he's up there. I say he's top of the leaderboard.
H was he was bigging himself up quite large last week as well.
Yeah, we played each other quite a few weeks ago. He beat me. All fair and square. I'll give him that.
You take it very well. Okay, so put that in with the white cabbage. And then all you're going to do is you're going to grab 2 radishes. And we just take the bottoms off. And then with those radishes, we want to slice them into pound coins. So about same thickness as a pound coin.
Yeah.
And just 2 will do. And then in with the cabbages.
There we go.
Nice.
Now we'll go in.
So, with your chicken today, Jesse, what heat have you gone for?
I'm a lemon and herb guy, me, Tim.
No, I heard you're not a fan of the heat.
Nah, not too hot. I don't like it too hot. I like to enjoy the meal.
Very good.
So I'm a lemon and herb guy.
Well, listen, it's it is one of the most popular flavors on the menu. To be fair, have you been a Nando's fan for a long time?
Yeah, ever since I was young, to be honest. And now I'm actually making one, so.
Well, not only making it, but you're even looking like a proper Nando's employee at the moment.
A real chef.
So once you've done your radishes, we're just going to slice the spring onion quite thinly. So just going to take the ends off, start at the white end, and just slice them up nice and thin. And they're going to go in with the cabbage as well. You've got a lovely looking kitchen there. Do you use it often?
Since lockdown, yeah.
Yeah.
Been in quite a bit. Just I'm on the lower level tier of cooking at the moment. I'm still getting there, but no, it's been enjoyable.
Good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the yogurt and the peronaise.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the parsley. You should have some. You've got some parsley there at hand.
Yeah, some parsley. Parsley at the ready.
Parsley at the ready. Good. So small handful. Roll it up. Run your knife through it. Yeah, loads. You probably want about half of that, Jesse.
Ah.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. I mean, unless you really like parsley, of course. If if you're a big parsley fan. So what I like to do is if you just sort of roll it up into a ball, so get it nice and tight. That's it. And then you just run your knife through it, and that's all you need to do.
Okay.
It just makes chopping it quite easy. Look at that. You look almost looking professional there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. It doesn't matter, it's nice if it's got a bit of texture to it. It doesn't have to be like lawnmower clippings. Okay, so into the bowl. Then I've just got some Greek yogurt here. I'm going to put a good spoon of Greek yogurt in.
How much Greek yogurt?
A nice big tablespoon. We can always add more.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Now, Pyrenees.
How much am I doing?
Okay, we'll start squeezing at the same time, and I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
That's it. Go. Stop. Nice. Okay. So, a bit of salt and pepper. What the salt will do, once we leave it to sit, the salt will start to draw a bit of the moisture out of the cabbage and the veg. So initially it might look quite dry, but after we've left it for 15, 20 minutes, it will start to soften up a little bit. So, bit of salt and pepper. And then the other thing that we're going to add is juice of half a lemon. So you should have a lemon there, just cut it in half. Give that a good squeeze over the yogurt and the Pyrenees. Perfect. And what we're going to do is just give it a mix, and then we'll see whether it needs more yogurt or more Pyrenees. Just all you want to do is just try and give it a gentle stir. Once you start getting the yogurt through and the Pyrenees through the slaw, it doesn't need to be mixed, hugely. But so Jesse, who are your football heroes? Who did you when you were young and you were coming into the squads? Who were you looking up to?
Well, me being at United, coming through the ranks, I had the likes of Scholesy, Giggsy, Wazza, Rio, but I'd always look up to Paul Scholes. I feel like it was a good role model for me. Always helped me when I went up to the first team. And the things he did off the pitch. He was a role model. He was quiet. He was humble. He was down to earth. And his football ability was second to none. So, for me, I always looked up to Paul Scholes and Giggsy. I think they paved the way, for the academy graduates. How's
your Slaw looking?
Yeah, it's a very messy worktop, Tim. That's all I say.
That's all right. It won't show on TV. Mine's a mess as well, but I'm sure people at home are not going to notice. They're too busy focused on you. So I'll just show you. That's what my Slaw is looking like.
That looks very good, Tim.
And will you tell me about your celebration? Where did that come from when you're scoring a goal?
Well,
I'm not going to try and mimic it, by the way, just in case you were.
We was playing West Brom away a few seasons ago, and me and Marcus in the room, and we was thinking of celebrations to do, with our hands, to represent us, with our initials, and we was going through daft things, and then I was doing all this, and then eventually got to that, which is obviously the jail. And then we played that game. I scored. Did the celebration. And everyone was kind of wondering what it meant. No one really got the gist of it at first. And then next few games later, I scored a couple more goals. And then obviously, I decided to explain the jail celebration. And from then on, I've stuck with that. And obviously, I've got the clothing line too. The jailing's clothing line, which is the symbol too. So
yeah. No, I've seen it.
You do it, Tim. Yes, Tim. That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't get there straight away. Look,
No, people do that. Yeah, there we go.
Right, I've nailed it now. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're just going to get ourselves ready with the prep, and we're going to slice the halloumi. So if you get your block of halloumi, just clear your chopping board down. Perfect. And all we're going to do is just slice it, again, probably just over 1/2 centimetre thick, because we don't want it too thick, because when it goes in the pitta, it'll just be really hard to build it. So we're only putting a couple of slices in each pitta, so you don't need to slice the whole block. So I've got myself 4 slices there, Jesse, about that thick.
Okay.
Yeah. The next step is, if you get your sun-dried tomatoes, you've got a jar of sun-dried tomatoes. Just take a few out, and all I'm going to do is just cut them in half lengthways.
How are you doing it, Tim? Lengthways? Yeah,
lengthways. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. That was one, and I've just sliced it. Sometimes when you put them in the pitta, if they're too big and you bite into them, you just sort of get this big hit of tomato, and all we're trying to do is just get smaller pieces in there so that it mixes with all the other flavors that are going on.
How many you got, Tim?
I've cut 3 or 4, so I'm going to have, well, it looks like I've got about 4 or 5 thin strips per pitta. I'm making 2 pittas as well. So, you're a bit of a Drake fan.
Yeah.
Top 5 songs?
Top 5? I'll give you the top 1. My all-time favourite is Dreams Money Come By. Don't know if you've heard that.
I don't think I've heard that one. No. I'm One Dance is probably my favourite.
Which one?
One Dance.
I need a one dance.
That's the one.
Okay.
I'm not going to sing it for you.
What else are you into, Tim?
If I'm honest, if I'm in the car, I'm on my own, and I like to blast it. So I'm a big fan of Royal Blood. I just like that really deep rock, and I just turn it up so loud.
Okay, that's
okay.
Nice.
So we're pretty much set. We've got a slaw, we've got pittas which are done. We'll toast them up. We've got halloumi cut, chicken's marinated. So the next thing we're going to do is cook the chicken. So if you can get your grill pan on.
Yeah. So we're leaving the tomatoes there, yeah, and halloumi.
Yeah, just leave your tomatoes on the chopping board, because we're not going to chop anything else now. Okay. So your grill pan you probably want on a medium to high heat. So don't put it on a full heat. So Jesse, if you football's been part of your life for a long time, but if you weren't playing football professionally, what do you think you'd be doing?
What might being a top chef somewhere?
You're going to start somewhere. Today may as well be the day that you're starting to put something in your back pocket.
Hey, you never know, Tim. Might see me in Nandos next week.
So your grill pan should be hot enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, should feel it. So what we want, I've got more chicken marinating than we need today, but we probably want about 3 fillets per person. So we don't want to overcrowd the pan. So I'm just going to lay them. I'm going to lay six fillets in. Now, if you've used your tongs to put them in like me, Jesse, once you put all your chicken in, just give your tongs a wash so that you haven't got raw chicken on them. And these are going to take about 7 or 8 minutes to cook.
7 or 8 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is we're going to get some nice lines on one side, and then we're going to turn them over. Cook the other side, and then probably flip them back again to get some crisscrosses on the chicken. But we want to make sure, obviously, that they're fully cooked. What you can do in the meantime, have you got a non-stick frying pan at hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to get that warming up on the stove. And I would say put that on about a 4 on your stove in that case, with just a drop of olive oil, not too much. We're going to cook the halloumi in that. The halloumi doesn't need a lot of oil.
Not as a drop.
Yeah, just a drop, because we don't want to fry it too much. That's perfect. And the halloumi itself will, you know, if it's a non-stick pan with a bit of oil, it won't stick. But we do want some colour on it as well.
What we'll put in the pan on, Tim?
If you put that frying pan for the halloumi, put it on about 4 or 5, and we'll just get it warming up. So if you can just take your slaw again, Jesse, just give it a bit more of a stir, because what will happen is it will start to loosen up a bit now that the salt will draw out any moisture. We want to get those the juice from the bottom of the bowl and just mix it through. My chicken's almost ready for the first turn. So what you should see on your chicken, if you look around the edges now, it should start to turn white down the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah? Once you start to see that white coming through, we're going to turn the fillets over.
Okay.
We'll just give it another 30 seconds. Okay, I'm just going to flip my chicken over. Okay, how's your chicken looking?
Looking nice, you know, Tim.
Have you got some sort of nice golden brown bar marks on the underside?
Somewhat, sorry.
I'll tell you what. I'll just finish turning mine and I'll show you. I'll take the pan over to you so you can have a look. So, chicken should be.
They're very big fillets compared to mine, Tim.
Jesse?
They're very big fillets compared to mine.
Are yours quite small?
Mine are thin, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, yours will cook a lot quicker than mine. But if you don't think there's enough chicken, you can always cook a couple extra if you've got.
Yeah, I feel like I need to throw a bit more on, you know.
Yeah, if you put another couple more and just remember which ones you put in last, because they'll take a little bit longer to cook.
I feel like I need to turn it down a bit, Tim.
And you can turn the heat up a little bit if you want, Jesse. Once they've got a seal on one side, we just keep cooking. So, in terms of your binge watching TV, what have you been tuning into?
Money Heist. Been watching. Finished that. There's quite a lot of new movies on. I need to watch Extraction.
I haven't seen that.
I just finished watching Gangs of London.
Okay, how's your chicken looking?
Looking okay. It's not like yours. Yours is very Nandos-esque.
Okay, do you want to just show me your grill pan? Okay, I think you need to crank the heat up on your because we want to try and get a bit more color on it. So just whack it all the way up to 8.
I was going to say yours is very golden brown.
Yeah, we definitely need to get some color on yours. So what I want you to do now is, just while that chicken is finishing, let's get your halloumi slices into the frying pan. Now these are going to cook quite quickly, Jesse. But the good thing about the halloumi is we're gonna just get it golden brown on both sides, and then we're going to leave it in the pan, but take the pan off the heat, and the heat will stay in the halloumi so that it'll stay nice and soft. But we can forget about it until we're ready to put the pittas together. But they're literally going to take 30 seconds to a minute each side.
When the chicken is done, Tim.
I'll show you mine. So that's all we're looking for on the halloumi. It's just a bit of golden colour on one side. Yeah. Flip them over with a fork. Give them another 30 seconds, and then we'll turn the pan off.
How's yours, Tim?
That's my halloumi. So I'm just going to leave them in the pan now. Just turn the heat off. If they've got a bit of colour on both sides, Jesse, I mean, if you need to turn the heat up on yours, just go for it. And then I'm going to take my chicken out of the grill pan and just pop it on a plate.
Mine's got zero colour at the moment, Tim.
Zero colour on your halloumi. Well, your stove might be a little bit slower than mine. Don't worry about it. Just keep going until you see a bit of colour on one side. And while that's happening, you can take your chicken out of the grill pan and just pop it on a plate. So I've just put my chicken fillets on a plate like this. And then what I'm going to do, Jesse, is just take some of the lemon and herb, and just with a spoon, I'm just going to brush some extra sauce over the chicken. So.
My halloumi is cooking up.
About a teaspoon per fillet, or half a teaspoon per fillet, just to give it an extra base.
So what was that, Tim? What did you do?
So I've just put the chicken on a plate.
Yeah.
And I've just taken some of the lemon herb sauce. I'm just using a teaspoon just to brush it over, basically almost like basting and glazing the fillets once they're cooked.
Yeah.
It just, you just pour it on and then use the back of the spoon just to brush it over. How's your halloumi doing?
Glad you asked, Tim.
All right, I'm here for you, Jesse. Looking good?
Yeah.
Excellent. So all you want to do is just turn it over now and just turn the pan off, and then the heat will just cook the other side and keep it nice and warm. Perfect. I can see you've got a toaster behind you, Jesse. So what I'd like you to do is just take your pittas and pop them in the toaster just for a minute. We're not actually trying to toast them like we would, in the morning with butter and jam, but we just want to refresh them a little bit. So what you'll find with the pitta is when you start to toast it, they fill up with steam. So just be careful when you take them out, because it's like a pocket of steam. But
we're rocking, Tim. We're rocking.
How you feeling?
Feel good, you know.
You can see, it's like doing a 10K run. You've got the last 500 meters, and you just go, right, I'm going for it.
We're nearly there, Tim. We're nearly there.
Good man. Listen, you did. So far it's been seamless, so smooth.
Been good.
Can I have a look at your chicken? Nice. Perfect.
No, halloumi's looking fresh, Tim.
Nice. How's your pitta?
Should I wait till it pops up, or just keep it in?
It just needs to be warm. We're not looking for anything too hot and toasty, because we want it to be soft. Okay. So then, what we're going to do, Jesse, once you've got your pitta,
yeah,
we're just going to open it up. So I'm just going to run a knife.
Mine's already open.
Yours is already open. Okay, fine.
I think they're fake pittas, to be honest.
So opening it up like a pocket. And let's get going. So the first thing we're going to put into our pitta. So you've got your pitta like that. Just put it down on the chopping board or on a plate. Plate's probably easier.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the slaw. So I'm going to take a couple of spoons of slaw. That's going to be the base. Push it into the bottom. So that's what my base of my pitta is looking down. So you don't want too much slaw.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to add semi-dried tomatoes. Just throw a few pieces in there. Next, I'm going to add my chicken.
Are you putting your chicken, Tim?
So I've just put 3 pieces of chicken in like that, Jesse.
I put 2 because I've got small pitters.
Fine. Yeah. And then the last thing you're going to do is just add your halloumi slices. So, you know, they're still nice and warm.
Ooh.
They've got a lovely colour on them. Because if you let them go cold, then they get really squeaky. You know, I think it's really important to keep that halloumi nice and warm. And at this point, if you wanted to add any avocado or anything else, you could.
Bit of Pyrenees, Tim, bit of Pyrenees.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I said, we're going to add some Pyrenees. Right, so we're just going to squirt the Pyrenees over the top of the halloumi. Oof. That is one fantastic looking pitta. It needs a name, Jesse. What are we going to call it?
J-Ling's Pitta.
J-Ling's Pitta. I like it. Okay, there, you heard it. It's the J-Ling's Pitta. That.
Yeah, boy.
How are you ever going to go back to just straight old Pyrenees and halloumi and chicken?
Nah, I can't, you know. I've got to add all this in now next time.
Right. Should we have a go?
I'm having a bite, Tim. Come on.
I'm ready.
I'm ready, Tim. I'm ready.
All right. I'm going in.
Tim, you don't understand.
Oh.
Tim.
How was that?
No, Tim, more Pyrenees, Tim.
More.
No,
Jesse, you're the chef. Add as much Pyrenees as you like.
Just a tad.
How's the slaw working for you?
I like it, you know.
You know, it just gives a bit of crunch, and it's not, you know, there's a bit of freshness, a bit of colour. I think slaws are great. I love them. So, Jesse, you know, it's obviously, I think in this lockdown, we've seen an even bigger spike of TikTok and everyone's jumping onto the platform. You got any TikTok dances you want to share with me?
No, I've not been on TikTok, to be honest.
Have you not?
Not got an account, surprisingly. You know, for me, you know, kind of, you know, strayed away from that side. You know, just wanted to kind of just get my gym in, my running. You know, of course, now and then I put the music on when I'm in the kitchen, have a little dance then. But for TikTok at the moment, you know, I've not really been on it. I know you have though, Tim.
No, I haven't. I haven't. Nice try. H tried to wind me up and said I had to learn rain, and my daughters tried to teach me. They gave up after about 5 minutes. They went, Dad, just forget it. So as we're not on TikTok, so what does your kitchen dancing look like?
You know what it is, yeah? Obviously, you know, you mix the slaw, get the slaw mixed, flip the pan. Obviously, when I got a bit of cheese, let's keep it simple, Tim, you know what I mean?
And you know, I can see that coming to a TikTok near you soon.
Nando special dance that.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim.
Yeah.
As you was into rock music, when you was younger,
yeah,
did you have the long black hair? Did you wear all black leather? Did you go into all the concerts like this?
No, I can definitely say that wasn't me. I didn't own a pair of black jeans and I didn't have a leather jacket. When I was younger, I was big into skateboarding.
Yeah.
So I used to ride a skateboard a lot when I was a kid. So
like in the van.
we used to set up big speakers next to the skateboard park or near the ramp and just blast out some, you know, heavy music.
Okay.
My hair never went. I think this is probably about the longest. Well, anything I'm going to confess anyway, the longest that my hair's been in lockdown, so that I never get my hair cut.
Really? Look at mine, Tim.
Yeah, you look like you've had people in, Jesse.
I'm never like this.
You're not tempted to have a go yourself?
You know what? I caught my friends there.
Did you?
At the start of lockdown. Straight bald, big tip. But me, I like my hair. I like having a little soft curly hair.
A friend of mine let his daughter cut his hair, and he was like, look quite good. And I walked past his house, and he stuck his head out. It looked like something out of Sesame Street. Or some sort of one of the Muppet puppets. No way my kids are getting near my hair.
Tim, I love you that. I also got chicken spare as well. We'll talk that later.
Well, you've got an assistant who's probably sitting there a bit like a Labrador with a tongue out going,
Oh, yeah.
hurry up so I can have mine.
It's right there.
Jesse, we the first episode that we did was with Jay Gray, which was, we had a few technical hitches, but a fantastic show. We cooked rice and peas. For those at home, all those recipes are still available on Instagram. And then we had H last week, and when we finished the filming, we had I had a chat to both of them, and we said, when it's all over, we should get together and just and cook Nandos at home again, because it's been great fun. So we said we would, and we had a vote and decided it's going to be at your house. So
Mine, yeah.
Hope you don't mind.
Nah, everyone's welcome. If we're making Nandos, cooking up Nandos, everyone's welcome.
I'll bring the Nandos. You've got the Gordon Ramsay kitchen.
We'll get H for the music.
H will just be H.
Yeah, I'm on that.
And Jay Gray is quite fond of whiskey, so we'll leave that to her. Jesse, I've made a lot of pittas, and I think this one is right up there as one of the best. And we made it with you in mind. We designed it around what you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. I think it's absolutely delicious, and I'm sure the guys at home, when they make it, they're going to be, we're going to get some demands to see this on the menu. So it's good stuff. It's been great. Thank you for allowing me into your kitchen today.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you spending the time with me.
Hold on to that shirt.
Tough task, but in the shirt, anything's possible, Tim.
Look, you were definitely most comfortable around the side of the grill. When you were doing the chicken and halloumi, I could see you just eased into it. So
concentrating, that's right, Tim. Concentrating.
We'll get you into Old Trigham. Back of house. Yeah, listen, thanks very much for taking the time to come on. We've had a lot of fun. And for those at home, the recipe is up on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you joined us. If you haven't cooked it live with us, then make sure you follow the recipe and give it a go. It's super easy, and as I'm sure Jesse and I will both say, it's really, really delicious. See you soon.
Mwah.